Good morning, afternoon, and evening, guys. We're back with another random tiers list in the year 2022. I hope the new year is treating all of you guys well, or if you're watching this in the future, I hope your day is going well too. Today we're going to be tackling another Smite god. We're going to be talking about Geb, or Jeb. I think it's Geb. Now I have the Smite website up here, and here it is if you don't believe me. I have it up here. He is the god of Earth. He is a guardian, Egyptian, melee, and magical type. So he's going to be punching people in the face with a rock body. We have some images of his play here. We see he's not only a humanoid god. We have a lot of rocks making up his body, and in his various skins here, we'll take a look at maybe how he would look in those ones. We also see some very interesting skins here that we'll get to in just a sec. So taking a look at this one more time here, this is what he does look like in battle with his normal skin here. We see is he is not strictly humanoid, so we'll try to keep that in mind. He's a very unique hero that we'll be talking about today, or god or whatnot. And an Egyptian one at that. So our tier list, guys, regular ranks here, we have S through D. Starting off with the standard skin. I think the standard skin for Geb is a B tier one. Nothing crazy to write home about. I do really like the concept of a non-humanoid god, that they are basically, or he is basically like the earth coming up. He's the god of earth. So he is the earth, or the spiritual embodiment of the earth. That's pretty cool. B tier. Yeah. The next skin we have coming up here is going to be his Druid Stone skin, which we see here. He almost takes on the appearance of a druidic circle, right? Like Stonehenge or something. There's some power lines going on there. There's some glowing rocks. This one, I like the concept, but I am going to be putting it down in C tier because I just feel like they didn't do as good of a job with it. The fact that I don't know really what's going on. Yes, it is a more out there character in terms of I'm not just looking for four limbs. But I don't think they did a very good job with this skin, at least compared to some of the others. We'll see. The next skin we have, and these did go a little out of order. So I'm going to grab them in the order that I have them in. It is this one. It's the Geb 1 or GEB 1. They've turned him into a giant spaceship robot thing. He looks absolutely awesome. Reminds me of a Gundam. Different design, but awesome looking beast. I could just imagine that thing run around. You can actually see a little bitty tiny astronaut right next to him there. I think that's a really cool skin. I would love to use this one. Next we have the G1 Optimus Prime skin, which is this one right here. I think that crossover, bringing Optimus into Smite, is fantastic. I know they do several different crossovers of this. We've already seen in other tier lists. We've seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, and we've seen, who else have we seen? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So Transformers makes sense, works great with him. It's a little different from obviously his origins, but with this mechanical skin already, I think he is a character who Optimus Prime does make sense for. So that would be S tier for me. Looks absolutely great. Our next skin is going to be golden, and this skin doesn't really look golden to me. I suppose the mountain is a little bit golden. We have a more front-on appearance. We see some islands on his back and stuff as he's grabbing everything. This one, B tier. I think his regular skin is better, but it's pretty close. Next we have the Life's a Beach tier, or the Life's a Beach skin. This one's going to be A tier for me. I think it's pretty funny. You have the pun there where it's supposed to be, something a little ruder. He's basically a giant sandcastle on the beach. But we do see a lot of details here. The size also is not consistent with the other skins. He's a lot smaller, but it is just for art. His size is obviously normalized in the game. So I'm going to say this is A tier. I like this skin. Next we have Molten Fury. Molten Fury is going to be probably the best looking of his normal skins, spoiler. In my opinion, he has turned into almost like a volcano, and the skin itself is very similar to his standard and normal ones, but now there is lava coming out of it, so that's pretty cool. We now have the Optimus Prime exclusive skin, so another Optimus Prime skin. That one is going to be S tier for me as well. How they display in game is probably going to change how they look, but both of these do look incredibly similar. In fact, I think they are basically the same skin. It's just they're going to have differences in how they are rendered and likely how they are obtained. Though both of them say through the Transformers Battle Pass, so maybe one is easier to get than the other. You guys can let me know. I really like it. I really appreciate, by the way, when you guys let me know details or information about Smite that I don't know, because I'm far from an expert. I'm far from a novice, even. So I love hearing about that in the comments as I give you guys this unbiased look, or what I hope to be an unbiased look. Sacred Grounds is our next one. This is an exclusive one. I like Sacred Grounds, and I think I like it better than his regular skin. You have him, he's basically turned into a giant floating city or school, and he is the embodiment of that city, so he's controlling it. That's pretty cool. Gonna be B tier though, nothing super great to write home about here. His last skin is Snowman as well. Snowman, it's cool. Probably gonna be B tier. Probably B tier too. Yeah, Geb has a lot of just skins that are just fine, and I think it is a not an issue, but I think it's a byproduct of just how this hero works. He's not really as humanoid, but definitely some interesting ones to look at. Definitely a character I would like to check out a little bit more. Some stuff like this where they're not just gods and goddesses wearing big swords and or minimal clothing, depending on the situation. So anyway, with all that said, guys, this has been a tier list by the guy who does random tier lists. If you like videos like this, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you like stuff like this, comment down below, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next tier list, which should be up tomorrow. See you then.